What's up, everyone? We are in the war room. I just sent out a tweet. We have a special guest. His name's Adam here. He's on this side. I'll let him tell his story. Real quick, though, I'm going to steal the spotlight, and I got to talk about my Solana trade. Adam is a Solana madman, so are you still in
Kind of,
Solana?
sort of, yeah. Yeah.
So let me share my screen real quick. What the? I'm trying to get it to save so it just shows the good stuff. All right, real quick, share my screen. There we go. I just got to pull up the Solana chart. So I got some down here at 84. I'm trading it, but I'm looking for this thing to pop up to like 110, 115. I've been talking about this the last like 2-3 weeks. This nice bottoming action we've been seeing here, specifically in Solana. And now, Bitcoin and Ethereum are looking very healthy if you're looking at the daily charts. So I'm expecting a very nice bounce across crypto. It's already underway. The Crypto Rocket members, they got alert when I bought that at 84. But enough about me, because I got Adam on today, and he's got some cool projects. There's a link below if you guys are eager. Type it in. But Adam got into the NFT space, in October? October last year is when you launched your project?
I think I more like June, July, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. I think July was like really because I moved down here and everything right around summer, so it was like shortly after that I got into it.
Nice. So when you got into it, were you like trading NFTs off the bat, buying and selling them, or like did you like
Well,
just full on jump to the creation side?
yeah. So when I got in full time was the creation. Like I had bought some cool cats and sappy seals and like some of the earlier ones that were on Ethereum. Um, Back in I think it was actually August is actually when I bought those, like the first week of August, and yeah, it was the next month we actually started creation of our own token. So I was like full stock or full time penny stocks when I moved down here, and so that was my focus.
Gotcha. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Adam joined the Tim Sykes Trading Challenge uh, and moved to Puerto Rico to take advantage of all those taxes,
Yeah,
which is where he still is
yeah.
today. Then he got into the NFT
But
hype.
because
And
yep, I'm
yeah.
right here because power went out, so I'm in like a bumming in an office right now.
So yeah, that's what you get for paying like 4% or whatever it is on taxes, right?
I can't complain.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Yeah, so then you bought the early NFTs and you got in and created your collection. So I haven't talked to the war room really about what the collection is or any of that process. So if you could like
Yep.
explain what it is, talk about it. I can work on pulling it up on my screen here as well as you walk through it. But the floor is yours, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was kind of well, shit. I had been in crypto since 2015. I knew about it when I was in high school, like 2013 and whatnot. Um, but I actually got into it 2015. I never really held anything, but I started full time trading. It was about summer in 2016. And so I always saw NFTs coming, kind of like that. I didn't know it was going to be like this kind of craze or mania going on, but I knew about non-fungible technology and all this kind of stuff. Um, but I always kind of just like to opt out of it because like if you're critical of it, like there's a lot of degeneracy in the space. But you can make a lot of money through that. And I wanted to be like a healthier individual because I was trading crypto years ago and I was like fully obsessed with it, and it just wasn't a healthy lifestyle because 24/7. Like, my alarms would go off, I'd wake up out of bed, and stops would trigger it, and like all kinds of stuff. Many years of not being balanced in life. So I was kind of just like, yeah, I don't really want to get into it. But after some conversation and stuff, it was like, hey, this is a perfect time and a perfect way to capitalize on this market and also do something influential. And for that, that was like a philanthropical take on this technology. We built, which myself and actually it was my 14-year-old sister, she illustrated all of our art for our project called Belugi's. So it's an 8,000 NFT collection on Solana. And yeah, it took about a month and a half for the entire creation of it to come to life and everything like that. we sold out, and the price fluctuates, but like right when it was sold out, we made $1 million and roughly $21,000 in 10 hours, October 16th of last year. And since then, we've used like secondary royalties and a percentage of that that we made to donate to multiple charities. We're up at just right under $250,000 right now. We've donated to beluga whale conservation. We've donated to ocean cleanup. We've donated to $100,000 to Sunshine Kids, Children with Cancer Foundation. We donated money to Uganda, in orphanage, a 60-plus children orphanage in Uganda. We donated to Children's Illness and Cancer Home in Teresina, Brazil. And we donated to the Typhoon Odette that happened in the Philippines a few months ago, back in December. We donated to them as well. So we've been really trying to utilize our NFTs, our collection, for not just self-serving, because there's like so much money that can be made in this space and very quickly. So it's always been something that, like, when that finally clicked, that you can like tokenize a community, tokenize an idea behind this technology, and to be anywhere around the world, and people have actual self-interest in it because their token can go up in price. It creates this perfect system in my mind, where we can do really cool stuff and really impactful stuff for it. And so that was the motivator. Obviously, make money for ourselves and help people along the way.
Yeah, no, it's awesome, and it's awesome what you've been able to do. You've what was the one you raised $40,000 on, like a secondary mint too, for what country was that?
So that was part of the donation to the Philippines. So we raised about $40,000. We had some of it come from our secondary too, but majority of it was it sold out in about 40 seconds. About $40,000 raised in total, and we donated that to half of that to the typhoon relief that was going on in the Philippines, because that was just horrible. Awesome. So we're like, hey, let's spin up a collection. We collaborated and brought it to life and raised some money.
Yeah,
so no, cool for sure.
For sure, man. Incredible work that you've done. Just you're not, because like you said, in the NFT space, there's a lot of like cash grabs. A lot of people are just trying to make a quick buck here and there. But you've created fantastic art. Well, your sister actually made it. I saw she was also on Dr. Phil, which is crazy.
She did get featured on Dr. Phil. I'm not an artist at all. I'm like an analytical numbers kind of person, which is why I'm a trader. But I think it was just the perfect opportunity for us both, and it was really cool to be able to do it with my sister, to come together and, like I said, obviously make money for ourselves, but also do something really cool and impactful at the same time. As you can see, I don't know, it's kind of blurry on my side, but 60% plus of our monthly secondary commissions go to charities. So not many projects doing that, and to each their own. Everybody goes to the market. When you go to the market, it's to make money for yourself. That's what I do when I trade penny stocks. It's when I trade crypto, I'm making it for myself. But I think that's the beauty in NFTs, at least the way that I see it, is that, okay, just off of secondary speculation, it doesn't take much effort to be able to help other people. And so that's really been the core idea behind what we do.
I love it. No, that's incredible. Do you mind, because I know like building this collection was like a super grind for like, that month period. Do you mind just walking through that for everyone, kind of explaining that process a little bit? And then we can get into like kind of what you're working on now and the exciting cool shit you have coming down the pipe.
Yeah, so it's actually, I think, Sykes, we came up, it's a new diet plan. So it's how to lose 17 pounds in a month. I lost 17 pounds during this, because it was literally just like full-time obsession. Wasn't going outside, wasn't eating right. I wasn't doing anything balanced or healthy at all. And that was kind of like the reason I didn't want to get back into it. But doors open, and I'm glad that I did. We've been able to do some really cool stuff, definitely changed lives. And so it means a lot for sure. So the process is, it's not as technical as you would think. So you can create a collection. You obviously have to create the art. So you have to find your base character, whatever it may be. We did a generative collection, which is it's not one of ones. So what that means is that when you look at the blue juice right there, you see one base character, and then you see all the different traits that it has, right? So that's a generative collection because you create different files in Photoshop, and you layer those files and then put them into essentially code that generates the characters. It just randomizes them, and you limit it based upon the rarity that you set. So you have to create the base character, and then you create all of the traits. You set the rarity for it, and then that is, like I said, put into the code, which is like Node.js, and like people use like Visual Studio for it. And that creates your tokens. And then a developer, we hired a third-party developer, put that into a candy machine, which is essentially the like the code that generates the tokens and puts them on chain. And because when you go to a website and you click mint, you're swapping your cryptocurrency for that NFT. So on Solana, that's called like the code that handles that is called Candy Machine. That's where your NFTs are stored. So put that together. You have to create a website. You have to create a mission, a purpose, all that kind of stuff, and really try to find your core people and what you're doing. And that's what we did. Is like there is like our floor price is lower and has been lower because like our audience is a bit different. It's not like there's so much. You know, like I mentioned earlier, like the degeneracy in the space. Well, there's so much vapor in this space too, and like realistically, like most NFTs, it's perceived value. And I mean, you could say the same about stocks, like and stuff like that. But I mean, it's different because like you actually have like capital generation and like all this kind of stuff. But with NFTs, it's like it's people make the joke, it's JPEGs, right? So that's always been like my thing is trying to create like something really real and tangible and impactful with what people just call JPEGs. But trying to get an audience to understand that type of view that's here just for like, oh, just lie to us and give us vapor and nothingness, and like that's what pumps projects. But we haven't gone that route. Like I'm not trying to do anything that compromises integrity or anything that's not like that's not real. I'm trying to build something real and impactful with these NFTs. So yeah, that's our flow price is a little lower because trying to it takes like a more of a mature mind to understand that hey, this is NFTs. As long as like we have enough people that buy in this and they want to participate in the community and get involved in it, then the price can't go up. I mean, that's just basic supply and demand. And so, yeah, I mean, it's been a journey for sure. You find your core people, and when those people are there, they rock with you and they really get behind it because like 99%, really 98%, whatever, really is not going to go anywhere. And well, it could go way up, but it's going to crash way down. And so trying to build something out of this new, what is really experimental technology, is definitely an uphill battle, but I think for us, it's certainly been rewarding for sure.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And that's why I had you on here, because you're not looking for those cash grabs. You're trying to build something, and you actually have a really cool new project coming down the pipe. So I'll put it on my screen real quick if you want to talk about it. You partnered with Tim Sykes, and you're talking, about your NFTs. So yeah, what do we have happening on the next Wednesday?
So we are creating an NFT, Tim Sykes NFT Club. It's a membership-based club for people that want to join. So I not only did creation during this and we made 7 figures off of that, but I also traded some NFTs as well. Like I said, the Happy Seals, some Solana NFTs, some Cool Cats. One of the Cool Cats I got for around $1,300, and I sold it for just over $30,000. So I created this course that really just dives deep into this and can help you be more analytical in this space. Because part of my journey was when I got involved in crypto in 2016, I turned roughly $6,000 into $780,000 at the peak of it. And that's approximate numbers because it fluctuates a lot. But I was actively trading. At one point, I can remember back to this time, I decided I'm going to stop trading, and I chose to be an investor. I tried to put friends on, start businesses. I was focusing on the wrong things. life happened, a lot of uh, turbulent events happened over the next few years. I pretty much lost everything, returned back to basically zero and had to restart. And so that kind of perception of going from having like a little amount of money to a lot of money back to pretty much nothing gave me more of like a critical and analytical mind around this technology. Like I'm not like a hype of like, oh, crypto is like it's the label. Like I think that crypto has massive potential, but I choose to be more critical about it. And I think that I hope that I've been able to deliver that in my course content and moving forward too, because like the biggest thing like about all of this is like one, you have to put the risk on, but you also have to take profits at some point, and that's what Tim always seeks to. Like his number one rule is cut quickly and take profits, and that's how you maintain long term. And so I created a whole educational course based around blockchain technology, crypto, tokens, NFTs. I really tried to start and build a strong foundation that transfers into NFTs and how to actually find opportunities. And even in my course in there, you'll see many tokens that I talked about pre-mint, what exactly we want to look for, and how they did after mint, how they moved. Because some of these things literally can go, I mean, 10 plus times within a half hour. So you put $200 on, you got $1,800, $2,000, whatever. If you timed it right and sold it, if you're able to get in, and there's really scalable opportunity here, especially for smaller accounts. I think it's like if you can really put the time in and study this material, like you could take a little amount of money into like a lot of money. And that's not obviously saying that's not guaranteed or anything. There's all kinds of scams and rugs and schemes and all kinds of stuff that can happen in the market. And I go over those in the course as well. And super excited to be working with Tim too, because what we're going to be able to do, like building like a trading community around like NFTs and crypto, and have ongoing like monthly or picks and webinars and just education, because I think that's really what is critical. Because I mean, it's insane. Like you can go into a Discord right around mint happening, and you'll be bombarded with messages that look like it's coming from the team, but it's a scam. Like it'll look so legit, and if you didn't know, you click that, and it'll drain your wallet. And just like knowing this kind of stuff is like it can literally save you hundreds, thousands of dollars, just by literally knowing about phishing attempts and how all these scams and these schemes work, and like the Ponzi-nomic elements of it and all this kind of stuff. It's really just it's critical to be educated about it, because there's so much noise. Like the amount of noise is just it's overwhelming at times, and it's like how do you come out on the other side of this without getting scammed first or losing a lot of money or not being critical? Because we do. Just like the day that we minted back in October, there were 16 other projects that minted that day, and I don't think even one of them are around anymore. And so, I mean, that's just like where do you put your money? How do you choose to do it? It's like you just have to be critical of this stuff, and there are certain things to look for. Just like in that, I go over a 3-step process for like what I actually look for, and I think people will learn a lot. I absolutely do. I'm pretty confident in that, because I mean I've helped my friends get into NFTs and crypto years ago. Some of my buddies, and they still work regular jobs, but I mean he grew like several $1,000s into over 300K with the stuff that I told him about years ago. And he went big on a lot of positions too, like I did, but like really being able to set the foundation, and so that he could make money. I don't think he actually sold. When Solana was up at 240 and everything, I was begging him. I was like, dude, you need to sell that shit. Like, what are you doing? But to each their own. Again, there. So, but just being able to, I definitely have a different kind of mindset on this stuff, because I'm not just like, oh, crypto is this. Like I see, like I thought crypto was the red pill, but being able to make a lot of money and then lose a lot of money, that was actually the red pill. That's actually what helped me look more critical at everything here and be able to capitalize on it. And
Absolutely,
teach other people too.
Yeah, no, incredible. Yeah, so I just signed up as well. I saved my seat. I put a link both in the chat, guys, you see here, and also there is a link. I'll throw it up on the screen. So make sure you check it out. Sign up. Adam's going live Wednesday March 30th. Check it out. He'll talk about all this in much, much more detail. But that's really all the time we got today. So thanks for coming on, Adam. I appreciate it. Huge insights, and there's plenty more to come. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I am pretty excited about it too. I had people DMing me asking about it, and it really is exciting because I remember when I was like on the outside of not understanding how to trade and break into the market. There's so much noise. You go on YouTube and everybody's like does that face. It's like the hype kind of stuff, and it's just like loud and it's noisy, and it's like how do you actually find what you're looking for? And so I'm super excited to be able to share this with people because I think it's going to be a great resource. So thanks for having me on today. I appreciate it. I hope to talk to people soon.
Absolutely. Yep. I can't wait to see you next Wednesday and what you have to say. So I'm sure everyone in this war room will be there with you. So you're ready to crush it, man.
Sounds good.
We'll see you then.
I hope you all enjoyed that video. Thanks for watching the whole thing and being part of the StocksToTrade community. We wouldn't be here without all of you. So if you have not already, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. Our goal at StocksToTrade is to reach 100,000 YouTube subscribers by the end of the year. So if you like the content we're putting out and you want to hear more, please hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.